All right, ladies and gentlemen, I see that we have reached the 10 o'clock mark and we are ready to begin. We will just be allowing participants to just log on, but we will commence and kick off with the presentation. So just as a quick greetings to the ladies and gentlemen that are here today. I hope everybody is doing safe and doing great and staying safe during this pandemic. I'm your host yet again, Zipo Nzama, the Solution Specialist of Geotab Africa. And I'd like to give you all a warm welcome to the latest chapter to the Geotab Africa training webinar series. Now, we appreciate everybody that has taken the time to register and to attend our training focus webinar this morning. The premise of our webinar, training webinar, is to focus on the Geotab's 6 pillars of innovation. And today our focus is set on the compliance pillar. We'll be taking a look at all the features surrounding compliance, all packed into a 30-minute informative presentation. So please stay tuned. Now, some quick housekeeping notes for all the attendees. Number one, kindly note that this webinar will be recorded and will be made available for viewing on our YouTube channel. So kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel. I've provided a link in the chat for everybody. And this will basically allow you to find all parts of these webinar series that we post from time to time. Alternatively, this webinar is also available for download upon request. Number two, if at any point you have any questions, please make use of the Q&A section at the bottom of the webinar screen. We will be attending to all these questions towards the end of the webinar. And number three, kindly complete our training webinar survey following our session today. It will automatically pop up on your browser once the session has ended. Your feedback is vitally important to us. Now, without further delay, I would like to introduce Muhammad Ali Mayet, once again, the export support of Geotab Africa, and he will guide us through today's presentation that he has. Muhammad, thank you very much.
Morning, everyone. Hope everyone is well and safe. From the 6 pillars of compliance, today I will be discussing compliance. Establishing policies and procedures encourages a high level of compliance with vehicle and maintenance operations, safety and risk management. Fleet compliance is a continuous process in encompassing the entire operation. Every company has specific business guidelines that must be adhered to. Starting from the top, compliance, automating maintenance and licensing renewal reminders, Geotab drive applications, data safety and security. Under safety, we have implementing driver whitelisting, monitoring driver fatigue, exception rules for business guidelines, DVIR, also known as Driver Vehicle Inspection Report, end-to-end vehicle inspection monitoring. For efficiencies, we have the ELD, automated SaaS logbooks, enhanced customer service through optimized route planning, automated maintenance and license renewal reminders. Geotab offers reliable maintenance reminders platform that can be used to track maintenance of events for any or all kinds of vehicles. This feature can be set up automatically to remind you on all individual maintenance events for your entire fleet, regardless of their particular make, model, and size. License renewal reminders can be set based on month expiry or an annual basis. Service reminders too can be set, and these reminders can be set based on time, kilometers driven, or engine hours. Possible accident notification. Accident data. In addition to your normal trip data, the Geotab device has high-resolution accident data that records that if a possible accident occurs, it immediately triggers that event. If an accident does occur at a time of impact, the Geotab device will immediately send a notification to respective users, making sure that accident notifications are set up in advance so you can receive them when this accident does occur. Geotab drive applications. Bring your device, or also known as BYOD. Simplify compliance for drivers with step-by-step workflows and pop-up reminders. We have over-the-air software and firmware updates, supporting off-the-shelf Android and iOS tablets. Always make sure that you have the latest operating system. Once the device runs, all the driver's favorite driver applications can be on one device with the MyGeotab application. Creating the driver applications is using a Geotab's open API and SDK platform. It is an easy plug and play and ease of installation, no roof mounting antennas needed. It is open and a flexible platform for adding and removing rule sets as the regulations change.
Now, with this part that Mr. Mohammed, if we can just please kindly go back to the drive application. I just had a question for you with regards to this. The question that I basically had is that I would like to understand, it's just more of a scenario-based question. If I have a business and we would like to basically get customization where a driver can get to a client and instead of him manually filling out, his sheets and applications, is there any way to basically digitize this to avoid delays of me waiting for this driver to get back to the office?
Yes, Sipo, there is. What we advise you to speak to our sales team, and with the sales team, you will discuss what your requirements are. And we have an in-house development team. And together with the development team, we can assist you to customize, tailor-made that application so it can assist your business.
All right, thank you very much for that answer.
Thank you. All right. Data safety and security. Geotab Go devices has received a lot of validation certificates. Geotab has been awarded one of the largest telematics contracts by General Services Administration. Data security is a global compliance requirement. Geotab works hard to keep all relevant updates and patches and settings to our services installed and up to date to ensure that our systems are as secure as possible. One of the key tools we use as part of our process is an external payment card industry data security standard, also known as PCI DSS, which is run on all builds prior to reaching production, as well as a random production service. It is very important to run these scans regularly on new and existing environments for several reasons. Because the system is compliant today does not mean it will be compliant tomorrow. Another important reason is to check existing environments for international or uninternational changes that can be made that can weaken the system. Fleet safety. Without a formal fleet safety program, you may be putting the welfare of your employees and company at risk. A fleet safety program establishes the policies and procedures that are needed to help ensure a safe working environment for employees. It can also help protect against liability of vehicle incidents and accidents. Implementing driver whitelisting. Authorized asset use is a compliance in the mining industry. Implementing driver whitelisting ensures company assets are being used by authorized drivers. If a driver is not allowed to drive the vehicle due to license expiry or not compliant with the whitelist, conditions of the driver can be deactivated. So the driver, when he swipes the Geotab tag, will not allow the driver to continue driving, keeping the driver and company assets safe. Driver fatigue monitoring. With MyGeotab, we've integrated with third-party providers, assisting in driver fatigue monitoring. One of the key tools used is HOS, or Hours of Service. Geotab Drive users can manage driver log reports and vehicle inspection data all in one. It's a user-friendly platform. HOS management aims to improve safety by keeping fatigued drivers off the road. Fleets that implement hours of service requirements have a lower chance of accidents, injuries, and fatalities related to operational commercial motor vehicles. Monitoring driver fatigue with third-party providers. If fatigue rules are broken, this data can be transmitted to the MyGeotab for immediate notification to the fleet manager. Monitoring driver fatigue improves safety by keeping fatigued drivers of the road.
Now, Mr. Mohammed, I have a question for you with driver fatigue monitoring. If I may just put another example. So let's just say I have a driver in my company that is set for a long trip, right? A trip that is going to be exceeding 2 hours of driving. And let's just say this, can I make any rules to pick up whether the driver doesn't make any pit stops during the way and he just drove excessively with no stops?
Okay. So in MyGeotab, rules can be set to assist the fleet managers to get notifications based on either driving time, distances, or driving in specific zones. And if the driver exceeds the threshold, fleet managers can immediately get a notification. So yes.
100%. Thank you for that.
Exception rules. Better manage driver behavior. Better managing driver behavior resulting in reduced accident rates, reducing insurance premiums, as well as significantly reduced wear and tear on vehicles caused by harsh braking, acceleration, and cornering. The accelerometer chip on Geotab device accurately captures forward, backward, and lateral movements, assisting in monitoring the harsh braking, rapid acceleration, speeding, after hours usage, and any impact against a vehicle due to a possible accident. We advise to always set up the rules so you can generate the exceptions. Once these rules are created, you can set up email notifications. So the moment when the rules are broken, you can receive these emails. Fleet efficient. Driver Vehicle Inspection Report, also known as DVIR. It's a complete end-to-end inspection workflow. Drivers select defects, they can add comments, review previous inspections, and certify repairs performed, fixed. If they fixed, defects also identified. Inspections show defects, who identified the defect, and who repaired the defect. Reports in MyGeotab can be sorted to show all DVIRs or just those with defects. Those that have been repaired and those that have been certified as repaired, offering great visibility to health of the fleet. A driver vehicle inspection report can be submitted before or after a shift. If a driver drives multiple vehicles, he should then complete a DVIR per vehicle. The maintenance staff can review this DVIR and take corrective actions and update the inspection reports in MyGeotab if the repairs were made or needed, thus allowing to make sure that a vehicle that is driven is roadworthy. Fleet efficiency. Customer service, running a more efficient fleet is not only good for business, it is also good for customer satisfaction. Organizational performance goes paperless, reduce cost per vehicle, assist in vehicle depreciation, preventing maintenance, and keep up with technology and assisting in fuel cost. ELD, or also known as electronic logging device. This strengthens the compliance, safety, and more with Geotab. ELD stay in the know and minimize violations with dashboard reports on driver status and real-time alerts. Geotab electronic logging solution also simplifies compliance for the drivers with step-by-step workflows and pop-up reminders. Driver e-logs. In certain countries, there is a compliance needs. Canadian fleets have to start transitioning to electronic logging devices. As the Canadian Transport Ministry has announced the official new regulations, the Transport Canada ELD mandate for commercial drivers is aimed at improving road safety and comes into effect as of 1st June 2029, that each driver should have an ELD device. Use an on-screen display to show inspectors at roadsides. The ELD also allows the drivers to use special driving statuses like vehicle in the yard, or personal conveyance. The ELD has a mechanism to verify logs and agree to edits. SaaS logbook. The SaaS logbooks assist in reducing paperwork and administration costs. MyGeotab stores all your logbook needs from the day the device was fitted into your vehicle. The MyGeotab SaaS logbook offers the following: odometer readings recorded automatically. A logbook is kept of all your business and private travels throughout the year. All of your opening and closing kilometers are calculated automatically for the full year. Using the SaaS logbook report, all customers that are zoned are automatically seen as business travel. All trips made for either business or private can be selected with a click of a mouse. By selecting your business or private trips, your odometer readings are automatically updated on the report. All dates, odometer readings, and trips are automatically saved, which will save valuable time when completing your annual tax returns. SaaS also requires that you keep your logbook for a period of at least 5 years from the date of submission of your return, as you may be required to submit it to SaaS to back up your claim. MyGeotab stores all your logbook needs from the day that the device was fitted into your vehicle.
Now, Mr. Mohammed, quick one here with the SaaS logbooks. Now, let's just say in the current environment, you know that all drivers usually fill in these SaaS logbook sheets manually. Is it possible to digitize them to avoid paperwork? And what is the process surrounding that?
Yeah. Okay, so to answer your question, yes, we can digitize it. The process would be that you come sit in with one of our sales team, identify what is needed, show us templates, and we can then speak with our development team, and the development team can then customize that sheet as per your requirement and digitize it on where you can see it on a phone or tablet.
Fantastic. Thank you very much for that answer, Mr. Mohammed.
Common integration and optimized route planning. Throughout Geotab IX expansion technology that connects to the Geotab Go 6 and Go 7, you can add a compatible common device for driver dispatching, messaging, and HOS compliance. Geotab has combined the power of MyGeotab with common HOS logging to help automate processes. Drivers log the HOS and duty status changes on the Garmin device, which tracks driver activities and provides potential violation alerts. All HOS or hours of service data from these devices is available through the MyGeotab interface in real time, enhancing customer service through optimized route planning, improving fleet efficiency through decreased idling time and fuel consumption. Thank you.
Wow, very well done there by Mr. Mohammed. This was a great presentation to basically showcase how Geotab can assist one's business in compliance and enforcing compliance rather, using the various measures that have been showed or shared with us, with everybody here today. I mean, from things like mitigating paperwork, and also things like reducing admin costs, and also improving driver safety and efficiency, just to name a few. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, a quick rehash of the housekeeping notes for you. Number one, please kindly note that this session is being recorded and will be made for viewing on our YouTube channel. I did post the link into the chat. You can also kindly subscribe to our YouTube page to find all parts of these webinars that we post from time to time. This webinar is also available on download upon request. Number two, if at any point you had any questions that you wanted to table to us, now's the time. Please do table them on the Q&A section at the bottom of the webinar screen, and we will be addressing these shortly. And number three, kindly complete our training webinar survey following our session today. The survey will pop up automatically on your browser once the session has ended. Your feedback is vitally important to us. So now we are moving into the Q&A portion. I do see that we don't have any questions yet. If you don't mind me, us just giving about 2 minutes or so to let any questions come in, we will just commence if there's any, if there's no questions after that. So we'll just allow for 2 minutes for people to just table their questions through to us. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for that brief pause. I can see that there's no questions coming in, so I'm assuming that everybody is happy with the information that they have received. Now that we basically hashed that out, I'd just like to give an opportunity for anybody that may have any questions that they maybe felt uncomfortable asking to us right now, to please just jot down those details that you see on the final slide over here on this thank you slide. We will be in contact with you if you just reach us on any of the details that are provided to you. And now, just to wrap things up, I would just love to thank each and every person that has been here to give us their time and attention. And please do rate us in terms of your feedback with the training webinar survey that will pop up after the session is over. And a big thank you to Mohammed for guiding us today. And from the Geotab family, we'd like to tell everybody to please stay safe. And until the next time, thank you